So, Rick, we've talked about pre-approvals in the past and some other types of products, but you do have something called the power bid pre-approval. Would you mind refreshing my memory what that is?
Not at all.
Thank
Not
you.
at all. So the power bid is a pre-approval, but it is a full credit underwrite. What does that mean? So that is a process that entails the collection of all the documentation before a client actually identifies a specific property. We are still going to ask them to provide all of their income and asset credit documentation. We submit the file to underwriting. They do a full credit review and actually issue a credit approval.
Okay.
And that's a stronger letter, and it will give the buyer a little bit more leverage, which is critical, especially in this competitive market. I think you would agree. It will also allow our clients to close quicker if necessary. So if you need to be aggressive with the closing date, well, guess what? That client has already been through underwriting. The decision maker, also known as the underwriter, has already reviewed that file, is familiar with the file, and it will just streamline the process once the contract's signed. And in some cases, you are just at that point subject to a fully executed purchase and sale agreement and a collateral assessment, appraisal. In some cases, we don't even need an appraisal. Sometimes a
Really?
property inspection waiver
Okay.
is acceptable. So you can certainly streamline the closing by having your buyer credit approved up front.
Okay. So they would obviously need the address because the address is important in all of this too? Or is it not more of the purchase and sale that they need to have?
Right.
To
So
confirm
you
everything.
don't need to have a property address to be able to obtain a power bid.
Okay.
So this is just subject to them identifying a property.
Great. So a typical pre-approval really is it never gets to underwriting.
Correct.
Really, you just
Yeah.
kind of do all your number crunching, and then when you go into your purchase and sale, then it hits to underwriters, and then whatever stuff pops up during
Right. In
underwriting.
some cases, a pre-approval, a general pre-approval can be generated, but just a kind of a pre-underwrite by the loan officer and running it through an automated underwriting system and
Yeah.
issuing a letter.
Okay.
So sometimes should be based on verified information, but sometimes it's not
Does it
completely
take any
verified
longer
information.
for it to be done, or like say somebody looks at a property on a Saturday, and they say, "Oops, I found my dream home." Can you still turn around a power bid pre-approval like within a weekend, or you say, "Hey, let's get started, but get the letter on Monday"?
Not within a weekend, although most underwriters do work on weekends.
Yeah.
It's generally about 48 to 72 hours, so it's still fairly quickly.
Okay.
Each situation is a little bit different. If the client is self-employed, it might take a little bit more due diligence. We might need a little bit more information. Perhaps you're waiting on documentation from a CPA or something along those lines. So I usually give that a little bit more lead time, but power bid in general is about 48 to 72 hours.
Okay, so then for buyers who are kind of well prepared or don't want to have to worry about getting one of those done over the weekend, just start it midweek or Monday, get ready for the weekend on Friday, go get your house on the weekend, and
That's
then
right.
get everything
That's
started
right.
up after
I think
that.
preparation is critical, especially if it's a very motivated client. There's really no reason not to have the power bid completed. It's valid for 90 days.
Okay.
Pretty easy to update even after 90 days, but there's really no reason not to obtain a full credit approval. Again, if you're actively out there looking.
Sure. Sounds like a great idea. I'm sold on it.
Me too.
While we're looking. So that's it for now. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you. Again, please like this video and share it with your family and friends. Take care. Have a great day.